football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Las Vegas Raiders. Taken in the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. From the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
And the Cardinals first down.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the Raiders' 38-yard line.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
The tackle.
Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 15-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Dobbins running out of the gun. Big hold of the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Faking the give. Now Watson. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Las Vegas, first down. 1st and 10 at the 50.
From the 50, it's Watson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish him off right now, because I think they'd love to get that big advantage early.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll run here with Dobbins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be. Right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
DJ Chark, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
So take this down inside the 20-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, here's Watson. This one into the hands of Burton. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Cameron Jordan has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for the loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? A shotgun snap for Watson. Under pressure again, And down he goes again. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2? Win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Hines. Ball at an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. They run with Hines. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first. From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now left side on the swing pass, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Gain of 6. And the Cardinal first down.
This is Hines. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 21-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Allen flushed out right. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, Allen. Quickly into the hands of Waller. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
4th down.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Cliff Kingsbury, part of that new breed of head coaches, and his guys are going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Allen now looks to throw. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Allen, and it's caught, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Nyheim Hines as the first half is winding down, and the Cardinals have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Cardinals 7, Raiders 3.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
On 1st and 10, Watson will find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. He's got Burton here. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high power. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, Watson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. He's got him in. Complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 49. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And down to the 7-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. 54 yards on the ground. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
And the Raiders are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 9th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Well, they had their chances in the 1st half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. And he will find his man on the outside. The 30, the 20.
I'm going to show you, man.
Cardinals. A big play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, Those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now Allen operating from the gun. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 40. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way.
13.
So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Looking to throw on second down. Watson escaping the pressure right. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. It's a big play there for Vegas. And even 50 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the 1st down at the Cardinals' 15-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Dobbins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 17-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll try the air now with Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Going to need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? And the pressure gets to him again. Cameron Jordan racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Sliding out of the pocket. And they're incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
It's third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Allen. Throw left side complete. It's Hines. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And it's third down.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. On 3rd down, Hines. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Allen's throw is complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen will find Hines out of the backfield. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Oh, can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
By Denzel Ward.
One final try here for Allen. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. Tack McKinley. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson, and he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Cameron Jordan, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Watson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. On 4th down, Watson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Another run here with Dobbins. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now it's Watson. Man open outside is Brown. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
28-yard attempt.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
13.
Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Las Vegas, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they suffered just their 2nd loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL.